let's just jump right into a pretty wild idea. What if your voice isn't just for talking? What if it's a piece of physical technology? We're going to explore exactly how to modulate your own personal frequency to literally shape the world around you and break down the steps to make the universe finally listen.
And this right here is the foundation for everything we're about to cover. This isn't just some nice sounding motivational quote. It's about physics. The words you speak, even the ones you just think, aren't just empty sounds. They are actual patterns of energy, acoustic waves that leave your body and physically interact with reality.
So, here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with the physical power of your voice, then figure out why those positive affirmations usually fail, what I'm calling the dead signal. After that, we'll uncover a little neurological secret, and then I'll walk you through 2 powerful steps to build your brand new reality blueprint. All right, let's start with this first piece because it's so important. I want you to start thinking of your voice less like a simple communication tool and more like a personal piece of tech that can turn your inner world into a physical force out in the real world. You know, every single time you speak, you're doing something pretty incredible. You're taking an internal thought, something that has no physical form, you run air across your vocal cords, and bam, you transform it into a physical acoustic waveform. And these waves, they aren't just heard by your ears, they physically touch everything around you. As one of our sources so beautifully puts it, these waves fall on the eardrums of reality. So, okay, if our words are really that powerful, why does repeating affirmations so often feel like you're just shouting into an empty room? Well, that brings us to what we can call the dead signal problem. Here's the catch, right? Your analytical mind, that left brain part of you, it basically acts like a bouncer at the door to your subconscious. So when you say something that completely contradicts what you're currently experiencing, like, I am so wealthy, when your bank account is screaming otherwise, it just folds its arms and says, nope, not true. And the signal gets blocked right there. And you can see that conflict perfectly right here. On one side, you've got the spoken word, I am wealthy. It's this clear, hopeful frequency you're trying to send out. But on the other side, your subconscious, which is just looking at the facts of your current reality, is sending out a much louder, conflicting signal that says, no, you aren't. These 2 frequencies just collide and cancel each other out. And what you're left with is nothing, a dead signal. But what if there is a way to sneak past that analytical bouncer? This brings us to the real secret of this whole process. It's all about a tiny, tiny window of time that can change everything. 250 milliseconds. That's it. A quarter of a second. It seems like nothing, right? But that tiny little slice of time is the entire key to getting your subconscious mind to accept a new reality as an absolute fact. So, how does it work? Well, it turns out that a genuine aha moment, you know, that flash of insight when your brain truly gets something and accepts it as new information, it corresponds with this super high frequency burst of brain activity called a gamma oscillation. And guess how long it lasts? Yep, just 250 milliseconds. So if you can use your words to trigger this, you've won. You've literally installed a new belief. So the big question is, how in the world do we intentionally trigger that 250 millisecond aha moment? The first technique is a really profound mental shift, and it's called time collapse. It's all about changing the frequency of your intention from one of wanting to one of remembering. See, most people are operating from this old frequency. It's the energy of hope, of wishing, of looking toward a future goal. But here's the problem. That energy, by its very nature, broadcasts the message, I don't have it yet. It actually reinforces the lack of the very thing you want. The new frequency we're aiming for is completely different. It's the frequency of a memory. Think about it. A memory is calm. It's settled. It's factual. It carries this quiet, unremarkable energy of something that has already happened. And that is the frequency your subconscious understands as truth. Let's try this right now. I want you to just remember drinking a coffee yesterday morning. How does that feel in your body? There's no anxiety attached to it, no hope. It's not exciting, it's just a quiet fact in your mind. That settled, already done feeling, that is the exact energetic state you need to be in when you speak your new intention. Okay, so once you've collapsed time and you're speaking from that place of memory, the next step is to actually program your brain to go out and find the path to it. And this is called value tagging. Your brain has this amazing built-in system called the salience network.
The best way to think about it is like an internal search engine, or maybe a bloodhound. It's constantly filtering all the noise of reality to show you only what it thinks is important to you. It's the reason you can be in a loud, crowded party and still hear someone whisper your name from across the room. You've unconsciously tagged your name as valuable information.
So, we're gonna leverage this. It's a simple 3-step process. First, you set your intention, using that time collapse technique, as if it's already a memory. Second, you attach a really elevated emotion to it, like deep, profound gratitude. That emotion is the value tag. It screams to your brain, hey, this is critically important, pay attention. And then third, you just let go. You let your brain's bloodhound do its job and start sniffing out all the people, the opportunities, and the synchronicities that match this new reality you've tagged as important.
All right, so let's pull all these pieces together and lay out a clear, actionable blueprint that you can use to start building your new reality. And here it is, the whole process in one place. You start with time collapse, shifting your state from hope into memory, which lets you bypass that analytical bouncer. Then you value tag that memory with a powerful emotion like gratitude. This programs your brain's salience network to start looking for evidence of this new reality, which in turn starts guiding you toward the right people and opportunities to make it all happen. Your subconscious then gets to work reorganizing your reality to match the new fact you've given it.
So I want you to actually try this tonight. As you're lying in bed about to fall asleep, don't imagine the future excitement of getting what you want. Instead, I want you to feel the quiet, normal relief of having already had it for, say, 6 months. Really feel that settled, yesterday's coffee energy. Then, from that calm state, just whisper thank you for it. Not as a request, but as a simple recognition of something that's already done. So just remember this, your words are not passive. They're not just sounds. They are an active, creative technology. The only question left is, what reality are you going to build with them?